Traveling to Havana.
Welcome back, everyone. My name is Pollux, and I am the boss. Today, we're going to be going on May's Great Ice Wall Adventure. We're going to be walking through the map, Havana. Let's get right into it. Okay, so starting out here on attack, we have one spot, this little ledge up here by the gas pumps. This is only slightly useful on attack. It's actually more useful on defense. One trick that some of you may have seen is you can actually sit up here. If you can get up here without them actually noticing that you're up here, you sit right here, get close enough to this payload so when they try to move it, it'll actually register you as contesting it. Now, I've definitely seen other people do this and contest it for a little while, and I've also done it myself. Kind of puts you in a bad position though when your team is usually way over there. So if you're gonna do this, just be ready to maybe sacrifice yourself for the team just for a little bit of stall. Beyond that, if your team happens to be super aggressive on defense and you're pushing them over here and you want to go in a goofy place that not everybody can get to, you can come up here and you can dance around this type of thing. This is a very short-lived spot though. Moving forward over here, you have this little stuff. You don't actually need an ice wall to jump over that. I'm sure you could use one, but there's not really any point. A good spot to get to and to actually defend from, as pretty much anybody, is up here. On defense, when you're sitting in this room up here, you can actually peek out, take some shots, get some cover. Only the people that can actually that have high mobility can get up here to follow you, and you actually have a pretty safe escape route. If they do happen to come up there to get you, you can actually always come back here, go down and around, and then flank them from behind, which is, in my opinion, rule number one of May. Just be flanking all the time, cause that problems. But if you're on offense, you can see that May can easily get up here and quickly access those people that are up there causing your team problems. So don't forget about this spot, very useful. May's Ice Wall can also get you to any of these ledges right here. For those snipers that happen to sit up here, or maybe you have a bastion, something like that. I've used my Ice Wall quite a few times on this spot. This just gets you a little height advantage so you can look over the shields, maybe poke, and then drop back down to safety right behind it, rejoin your team. Okay, so there's that. There's a spot up here that you can technically get to, and I have used it in-game. It just takes a little bit of a setup, but what you're doing is your ice wall off of this, so you can stand on that ledge. Notice how I'm stuck. Okay, so when you do this, what you actually want to do is maybe the backwards jump, so you don't hit the ledge. Or you can try to be jumping forward as you put down. So if you jump forward and do it, you can do the same thing. So whatever you're more comfortable with doing, moving forward, if you're able to do that, will be better, because you don't have to turn your back to everybody and maybe get shot from behind. You turn your back, you don't know what's going on anymore behind you. But from up here, if you are on defense, this is a weird spot because you're sitting up here as May, you're pretending to be a sniper. You really need to be down there with your team more, but it's just one of those spots to know that if you really need to get up here, or if you want to, let's say, like how I have right here, you have a blizzard and they've forgotten about you. Well, they're pushing on a fence, you're on defense, they're about to get this point, you call it out to your team, I'm gonna blizzard in 3, 2, 1. Get down here, ice block, let them freeze, come out with your team, take out as many people as you can. Alright, so from down here, you can also use those ledges just like we did on the other side. It's the same height all the way around. Right here, it's a spot where you can use it a little bit, but it's not really the best spot. One kind of neat spot that I like is this right here, and this is not really for May so much as it is. You can get up there with me, and I know this is a May video, but what I like to do is throw my Sombra translocator up to that spot. because nobody uses that spot. Nobody's going to be coming back to that spot or hiding. So when you revert back to it, it's an extremely safe spot. Right, so moving forward, we have the pretty obvious locations. You can use your wall to get up there, right here. I think it's tall enough to get up to that one. Looks like it is. So basically this entire ledge system all the way throughout. I'm not going to show you each single spot. That's just a waste of time. But the ice wall can be used for a lot of these. Okay, so you know that the ice wall can be used on all these ledges right here. And you also have this spot. Now the ice wall in itself from the ground to there is not going to be tall enough. What you can do is use this little barrel, but it's underneath this lip. So it's just like before, when you put it up there, you kind of want to jump backwards. So make sure you're using this kind of wall. You'll want to use what looks like a vertical wall as opposed to this horizontal wall. And just kind of hop up on this barrel, and when you're about to do it, jump backwards, and there you go. If you don't jump backwards a little bit, you're definitely going to get stuck under that lip, and you're not going to be able to come up here. When you're on attack, if you happen to have the payload right here, you can go off the payload and get up into there. That's going to be the only way you can get up there. There's no other ledges to get you up there. Over on the corner, one thing I've used many times is, you know, coming through here, trying to get this mega, coming through the door to get this mega or whatnot, or coming from up above and dropping down to get this mega. You can use that ice wall to get you right back up where everybody else will have to run around. So that's actually a very useful spot. I've used it quite a few times in game. I will say this though about the ice wall. It can be used for more than one purpose, and always keep that in mind. So we want to use it to, let's say, get to a higher location, maybe right here, but you also have, for whatever reason, somebody flanking through here. You can use the ice wall to get yourself up while simultaneously blocking that entrance. So always just remember, when you are in the right position or the right time and you're able to use them in multiple ways, go ahead and do that. If your wall is only going to be used for your mobility and is not being used for anything else or for your team, instantly break your wall as soon as you're done using it. Make sure it's out of the way of your teammates and not causing any kind of potential problems for anybody else. Okay, so moving forward to the next part of the map, you can use your ice wall to be silly and set up here and spawn camp. It's pretty much just asking for you to get killed, but you know, you're Mei, so you just want to mess around. You can use it to get up here, but that's going to push you off, as you see. We'll do it one more time. Looks like it's flat. Doesn't act like it's flat, so that's unfortunate. Over here, you can use it to actually stand on top of these things and just kind of shoot above. Use this as offense or defense. That's pretty interesting. You cannot use it to hop over here to get into that castle. I wanted to do that so bad. It's not a thing. So that's just how that is. Sorry. Okay. So down here, we have this little tunnel. The ice wall is not going to be tall enough to get us right there. So what do? We hop on these little rocks right here. And now we're tall enough. So always look around when you're walking through these maps. Look for just stuff like this. They do this on purpose. They set up these little things for you. So where you would think you wouldn't normally be able to do something, you then are able to do it. Now, I know I was saying that while I was pointing at that rock, but that rock isn't going to get you high enough, whereas this ledge will get you up there. There's a little spot up here that's underused. Some people like to sit in. Your Mei ice wall can get you up to here. So this is pretty neat on defense, just to get whatever. And it's actually also good on offense, because you have the cover of this wall. They can't shoot through that. You can see over there. Someone's over there. You can actually also see over here, but most people don't tend to use this right side very much, which is good, because that means you can, right? you know, if nobody else is gonna do it, well, let's just go over here and we can do it. While we're over here on this side, we can use our ice wall to get up in here and rejoin the team. We can use our ice wall off of these stairs, sneak up. When maybe they watch us, you know, go down, they think we're gonna do a big flank. You just hop right in here and don't do that. Don't do what they're expecting you to do. There's a spot right here. Your ice wall can use. I know a lot of people that I've seen aren't even aware that this hole exists. So you can also use that. If you know somebody's coming down around, just kind of sit here and listen and wait. Most people don't have the mobility to climb up into this window, and just come from behind them and take them out. Okay, so we're coming towards the end of the map. The only real spots we have left is using our ice wall to get right here. I'm not even going to demonstrate that because that's silly. And using our ice wall to get you over here, just blocking that door while also getting you up top. Okay, once again, this is a good spot on defense usually. Can you get up there from this side? Yes, you can. Takes a little bit of momentum, but you can definitely get up here. So if you find a way to, remember, we can't go from that rock. We could do something like this. Get right here. You know, they're gonna see you. It's causing trouble. You're ducking over here. They're gonna think you're coming through this side, right? Your wall comes back after 10 seconds. You come up here. You've now got your eyes on them from this side. Most of them are sitting down there unless they are really set up by this door back over here. All right, team, I'm ready. 3, 2, 1, let's go. You know, call it out, block off anybody else that's coming, and win the game. Havana's got some great scenery, so if you have the time, I suggest you stop to take a look around for just a moment or two. Enjoy some of it. Your team will not appreciate that because, you know, you're not actually playing the game like you're supposed to, but, you know, who cares? Just have fun. Okay, so that's it for this video on Havana. Thank you very much for watching. If you like the content, please go ahead and give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to let you know when I release more videos about May. Alright, so that's it. Have a nice day. See you next time. Thank you so much.